After 7 weeks of siege at the sea, the ship that held hostages from China have now been released by the Somalians. Which Somalians? The pirates. You surely heard about the pirates, right? Well, I'm gonna tell. Are they really the pirates? We're gonna tell you about that now. What's up, everybody? I hope you're doing good. It's a beautiful day. Thank you very much. Please clap. You know, every time I say "What's up, everybody," you must clap. Let's make it. You know, let your children home know that Daddy's watching that "What's up, everybody" video again. Make some noise, man. Come on, man. Do something about it. Okay. Thank you very much for stopping by. You are very much appreciated. This is family, fellas. You know, like I said to you, if you want to know about Africa, you are at the right spot. Click on the button. I think it's called subscribe. Let's get it rolling. Okay? Great stuff. Thank you. So today we're talking about Somalia. Here's Somalia, the Horn of Africa. You probably have heard about stories of Somalia, bad stories. You've also certainly heard about pirates. They look like this. You've seen this movie, right? Look how this guy looks. He looks scary, doesn't it? Okay, now, a Chinese boat was held by the pirates, we're going to find out just now, for 7 weeks. And after 7 weeks, they had hostages, obviously. I don't know if they made them eat Somali food or anyway, whatever. Doesn't matter. They're Chinese anyway. Okay, so they were held for 7 weeks and then they were released. And the Chinese embassy had a statement about that. They say they strongly condemn the vicious action which threatened the safety of the crew and international navigation security. So they condemn what threatened the safety of their crew and what they see as international navigation security. Now, what do they mean? They're very unhappy that, you know, Chinese nationals were, you know, withheld within this boat for 7 weeks. I don't know if they gave them money to release them or they just gave them, you know, warning, don't come back here. I'm not 100% sure about that. But are the Chinese at the embassy right to say we condemn this? We're going to find out very quickly. Well, you probably heard about pirates. You think that these bad things, I mean, Hollywood can make you believe anything. Like somebody I respect say, media can make the victim look like the oppressor and the oppressor like the victim. Okay, so what is the story about Somalians and piracy? Now, the reason why you see pirates in Somalia, it's because they're hungry and they're angry at the same time. Surely all pirates are angry in some form. Well, these people have a right, I believe, to be angry. Because for the longest time, many people in Somalia got their money from the sea. How do you get money from the sea? From fishing. They are fishermen, for most of them. So they go to the sea, they're gonna fish, get fish, sell fish, make money, pay the house, pay electricity, feed the kids, send them to school. That's how they survive. Until in 1991, when there was no stable government in Somalia, when there was mayhem, then at that specific time, international ships came into the coast of Somalia and started fishing with no authorization. Yes, fellas, boats came from China, boats came from India, boats came from Europe, boats came from all over the place. They went to the coast of Somalia. Look at this coast. It's the longest coast in Africa. I mean, the country with the longest coast in Africa. The Horn of Somalia. There's so much fish and so much good, so much petroleum, so much thing to get from there. So these fishermen came to fish illegally. And by doing so, they casted their nets against everything in the water. One Somalian pirate said, the trawlers come here and take everything from our seas. Fish, lobsters, nothing is spared. The fish are visible from the shore, while the locals are forced to watch in anger as the ocean are polluted and the stocks are depleted. So these guys, because somebody comes to their house and take food out of their mouth. You get that? But of course, Europe will tell you the piracy and all that stuff. But they don't tell you the truth. The so-called pirate continues saying, when we go at the sea, they shoot at us, destroy our boats, and prevent us from feeding our families. Now, you tell me, fella, this is your country. Your country has been blessed with some of the most amazing fish in the world. And some people come to your country where you sit down, you get your food from, and they want to destroy it. I mean, it's not like they're just fishing and leaving. They're casting the nets and taking everything. Completely gangster fishing. Well, you have nothing left for yourself. You can't buy bread. What do you do at the island? What do? Do you go to the sea to try to protect yourself by entering some of the boats, intimidate them, or you cross your fingers? Well, not to say that among those people there are no pirates, But the majority, at least the beginners of those who went into the sea to attack boats, they did it because they were angry. They were trying to protect their fish, push away foreign boats from their land. In 2010, some piracy declined, and the main reason was because international navies were sent to Somalia. So Europeans sent war boats, warships, and Americans to come to Somalia. You're trying to get that. It's like you have a little garden in your house, and the neighbors coming to your garden taking the fruit of your garden. Now you get upset, then the neighbors and everybody else send strong people, bouncers, to come and tell you to shut up. We're going to take from your garden. How do you feel about that? Well, don't believe everything you hear, okay? You need to do your own research. Whenever you hear them talking about something very much, it's probably a lie. Just keep that in mind. Are we going to Algeria? Here's Algeria, fellas. Algeria is one very interesting country. I'm sure a lot of people never knew where Algeria was. Okay, just admit it. Just write down there. I never knew where Algeria was. It's okay. It's fine. Nobody's going to mock you. I mean, we understand. Not everybody's very strong with geography. Okay, Americans, okay, and South Africa. Nah, I'm just kidding. No South Africa today. Okay, so in Algeria, fellas, something really, really nasty is happening. In Algeria, Christian Protestants are not allowed to gather together anymore. They cannot go to church and pray. So Algeria has officially closed the Christian Protestant church. I know. 47 churches were operating in Algeria. No freedom of worship any longer possible for Protestants. The 47 churches that existed could no longer function. This is the end of an exception in religion. The country being the only one where local, mostly converts, met until now in freedom. So it's very sad. Well, apparently in Algeria, you cannot access the highest level of government. Okay, if you're not a. Okay, I'm not going to try to. This is not a war between Christians and no, but we're trying to pinpoint what is wrong. It doesn't matter where it comes from. Are we together? Great. Now you cannot access the highest level of government. There is books about it. The Ordinance 0603, dating from 2006, prohibited no Muslim worship outside previously approved buildings and criminalized anything that could shake the faith of a Muslim. So anything that's alternative, it's forbidden, it's banned. Now they've officially closed all churches of, you cannot do that. How do you feel about that? Look, I can understand some people may say they have their own rules, their country, their rules, right? I can understand that. But there are plenty of Algerians that live in Europe, especially in France, right? They can go pray, okay? France is not you know what I mean? It's a different kind of country, right? So how are they going to feel if France says, oh no, from now on, everybody can worship except Algerians because our country is not like, you know what I'm trying to say. I'm not trying to avoid those words because it's going to sound to AI like it's a war between two religions. You know what I'm saying? How are they going to feel? Are Algerians here? Are you going to feel good if France or Belgium, these countries that you like to go, these francophone countries, say from now on you cannot go worship? It's not good. This is not a Muslim issue. This is an Algerian issue. Okay, let's not mix things here. Because there are plenty of Muslims and Christians that live very nicely in Uganda. They have no issue. They are brothers. Same for Ivory Coast and many other countries. I mean, this is not about the religion. This is about the people. Well, I feel for those people because I feel like I thought we moved forward beyond religious wars and stuff. I don't see the benefit of that. Now we're going to Malawi, fellas. Okay, Malawi's here. Right down there next to South Africa. Many Malawians come to South Africa. They make nice babies with South African ladies. Leave the South Africans alone. Okay, now in Malawi, Atupele Muluzi, the son of a former president Muluzi, says he wants to run for presidency and bring about transparency and accountability to the government. So this man, Atupele Muluzi, is the son of an ex-president. He also wants to be president in the country. Now my issue is this. Now why do Africans feel like they must replace their fathers in presidency? Don't you understand that countries are not kingdoms and stuff? I mean, like, your dad was president. Give another person an opportunity to be president. Like, why is it? I mean, look at this country. This is Gabon. The father was president for 40 years or something. Like, no, 30 something years. The son president for 12 years or 15 years. Okay, look at this country right here. This is Chad. The father was president for 30 years, and now the son is president. Look at this other country. This is Guinea, Equatorial Guinea. The father is president. The son is, guess what? The vice president. I don't understand. And I don't get it. And this guy lives a lavish life. Look at him on the internet. He's always on Instagram showing off cars and travel and trips. The vice president of the country. He's the son of the president. I don't understand. And yes, in Malawi it's different because the son is not necessarily replacing his father. But I don't understand why can't you just be a doctor, be a manager at a shop, be a manager at a. The problem in Africa is when you become president in most African countries, well, you can do whatever you like. You can use the money. Nobody's going to take you to court because you're the president. It's like the country's your house. You're the boss. Nobody, like, maybe you saw your dad be the boss. Now you want to be the boss like your dad too. So I don't know. Does this mean he's going to be a bad president? Absolutely not. We don't know. We need to give him a chance. And apparently he's been in politics for quite some time. So maybe we need to give him a shot and see. Malawians need to say it. Well, Malawi has been through many, many things. And right now, as we know, one of the presidents sent Malawians to Israel to go and be farmers. Yes, a president of Malawi sent Malawian youngsters to go in Israel and be farmers, to go work in the farms, like basically just wash the cows, take off the shit and, all that dirty work. It's crazy. My question is, why don't these people bring Africans for other jobs? And the president of Malawi said, they're going to take a few millions of dollars from Israel, and this is an opportunity for these kids to get a job, and travel abroad. Like, what kind of exchange? Like, do you only exchange when you have to go wash the dog's mud and dump and shit and stuff? Why can't you send doctors from Malawi to Israel? Why couldn't you send engineers? So they only need people to come and wash and clean. I mean, that's crazy. It's insane. So Malawi is looking like it needs money because that was penny that was sent to Malawi. And Malawi also, again, fellas, is seeking billions of dollars over ruby sales from a company. Okay, there is a company that used to take rubies in Malawi. You know what rubies is? This is rubies. This is diamond. Many people never heard of rubies, right? Rubies are more expensive than diamonds. So Malawi has sued this American company of $309 billion over unpaid taxes and royalties. Unpaid taxes and royalties. This is what many European and American companies do, and Chinese. They will come to Africa, they will start looting, they will take things from mining, they won't pay. Same thing that happened in Niger. They didn't pay for uranium, they just loot. Same thing in Mali, they took gold, they didn't pay, they don't pay. So Malawi is taking them to court for that. And it's not just that. The government is also demanding $4 billion from French gas giants Total Energy in unpaid revenue from oil storage deal, and $9.5 billion from a Turkish tobacco firm, Star Agritech. So all these companies, fellas, come to Africa. They take, they loot, they make money. They never pay. They never pay. It's just crazy. It's crazy, fellas. That's what it is, fellas. So today, in Somalia, they've released Chinese who went to fish illegally. They went to steal. I mean, you go do that in China, see what they're going to do to you. You're not coming out alive. At least they released them. The Chinese are like, we are condemning this. Our people came here to steal and you held them hostage. This is unacceptable. In Algeria, fellas, no more Christianity. It's over. Is this right or wrong? I don't know. You let me know. In Malawi, Malusi wants to be president like his dad. Should we give him an opportunity? Malawians, let us know what you think. Thank you very much. It's always a great pleasure. We need you to make comments. It's very important. And also to subscribe. It has to make sense for the people behind the camera. We have a full team of people, many youngsters, many parents. So please subscribe, drop a comment, say something. God bless.